Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another one. You guys like the setup? It looks sick back there. Got the two Evolving Skies boxes in the back. Anyway, we're back with another one. And, oh, God. Oh, man. I'm ready for fucking sleep. Anyway, we're back with another one, though. Just wanted to make a quick video discussing, like, how I look at women anymore, is like, I almost look at them as like sort of like a drug, you know? Because after struggling with like addiction throughout my life, um, been clean for like 7 years. And, out of all like the battles I've had to face, I still pretty much look at it as like anytime I see a hot chick begging me, it's more of like, because like it's weird. DMX used to say this, that the devil sends like people to that like he isn't just one thing, he can show up in many other forms. And whenever I see a woman, come up to me, hit me up, or, try to come on to me and shit, it's more of like, I look at it as like a drug, that it's like, sadly, whenever I see a chick, it's more of looking at like a needle or a pill where it's like, like when they hit me up and they're like, hey, how are you doing? Like, let's link up and shit. I look at it as more of like a relapse, of like, yeah, if I get with you, I'll end up back in the gutter, or dead. So it's more of like a steer clear of them like that, because like I've said in my videos before, there's nothing to ruin your life like peace leave. I mean, even if you're a millionaire and you think you're out of the woods, peace leave can really rake you down and cut you down to nothing, So, make sure you're really like watching out for yourself, especially in your 20s and 30s. Because like I said, in your 20s and 30s, you should be building up wealth. So you have a nice house in your, 40s and 50s. So you're not paying rent somewhere. So you don't have a car payment, Like, this is where you want to be. And it's like messing with peace leave is pretty much just like picking up fucking blow again, or like picking up some, bad habit. Like, that like already robbed you once. Which blows my mind because, like 10 years ago, it was so different where it was just like, if there was a hot chick, they had endless dudes that were like, hey, like, and it was weird because the dudes didn't know any better. They would just be like, hey, I just worked 20 years and I put away 400K. Like, come and get with me, girl. Like, and it's just like, now it's like anyone that has put away, over 100K or over 500K or over 1 million are like, no, no. See you later, Like, sorry, been through this before. And, like I've seen in so many situations. I knew someone, they had a kid with a chick, she left, and, the kid had a disability, and this guy was stuck raising his entire life, So it's like one bad one night stand can literally put you in a situation of having to raise someone with like a disability your entire adult life. So I mean, as men, you really have to take your like life seriously, or you're gonna end up like taking care of a kid, you end up taking care of even worse someone with a disability, or have a chick take all your assets. I mean, or they kill you. I mean, or they get you killed. I mean, hell, I knew one of my dentists. They their ex-wife had a state trooper literally kill them that they were dating. So that's just something to really be aware of. Like, if you get in relationships with a chick, they literally can get you killed, like for no reason. Like, I mean, it can be literally that crazy. You get some angry dude all hyped up on peace leave. I mean, if a cop can kill you because they're hyped up on peace leave, some random guy definitely will too. So, I mean, yeah, you really got to be careful, and take your freedom seriously. Because once you lose it, you know, like let's say you knock a chick up, have 1 or 2 kids, you know, your freedom's gone, you know? Or like once you let some chick just like take all your shit, like you're fucked. And they can literally just leave, you know, and it doesn't hurt them at all. So just making this video, stressing to everyone again, you know, like not only am I here to help you guys with Pokemon investments and hopefully help you guys grow your portfolios. I hope a lot of you guys made some of the investments I was saying to make. And continue to follow this channel for more advice. But, you know, yeah, watch out for yourself. You know, like that is a big thing about being financially successful, is eliminating everything that costs you tons of extra money or makes you take tons of extra risk. And women are nothing but risk, massive amounts of it. You know, like they can flip the script so quick like that. You know, they can say you abuse them, you know, and then it's like, bam, locked up, you know, or say you're, you know, drunk all the time, bam, you're locked up, you know. So just don't fall into these traps. You're better off grinding by yourself. It sucks that it's that way. But, I mean, almost in every case I've ever seen, the woman makes it so much harder nowadays. So, you know, just realize the odds are completely stacked against you in a system that is already against you. And, you know, back to what I was saying, I really wish we could end this slave system, the beast system, but, you know, the big things are is trying to not participate in it, trying to spend money on stuff you don't need, you know, trying to spend money on, you know, things that aren't appreciating in value, you know, like watches and cars and, you know, houses, stuff that will get you into massive debt. Try to use your beginning wealth to grow it into more, and try to stay out of debt at all costs. Unless if you buy a house and you want to take out a bunch of money from it, like from a bank, and then pay 5% just so you have a bunch of money to work with. That works too, but, you know, yeah, just be careful what you do, you know, especially who you associate with, because who you associate with is everything, and they can wreck your life. Or you can associate with good people that kind of help your life, you know, kind of works both ways. But usually, if you're porking someone, they're probably going to ruin your life because they know they have that over you. So, just, you know, be careful out there, guys. We're out. Gengar VMAX to the moon. Moongar to the moon. And we're out.